And hello again. So today I cleaned up the place from the previous job that I did on the Passolas. One is a runner, one I'm working on now. So the carburetor is done. Hopefully it will be okay. And now today we will do electrics. The old battery, which was, as you see, broken and wore out. I bought me a new one, a modern one. So it should be the same specifications, 6 volt, 4.5 amperes hour. This one was approximately the same, so it should work. And I went with all the broken light bulbs that I had on the bikes. I went to my local Yamaha store because the Passola, it's a Yamaha. So we just try to get the parts not original from Yamaha, but from the store, just to have some fun. And I had a moment out. Huh? So because it's all 6 volt, one I did not manage. This one for the front light, 6 volts. They don't have it. So I will have to check it out online or at an old-timer fair end of the month, February. There should be one. So the light bulbs for the blinkers, 6 volts, 10 watts. And the light bulb for the rear, it's a 21 watts for the brake light and 5 watts for the tail light. So the front is this one, but as you can see, it's not the same. Maybe I can manage something. I take off this ring, I put it on here, I can solder it. I will try, but also if you see here, you have the spot just for this light bulb, and this one doesn't enter, so I will not break this one down to fit it. I will just have to see what I can do. If not, I will make an adaptation and I will put in LED, but then the color of the light will not be the same, so that will be the last thing I will do. We will try to arrange the light bulb first. So, just to tell what we will do today, we will clean out the disgusting contacts of the blinkers, both sides in the front, take off all electrical wiring and go through with it with some electrical cleaning. Contact spray at the rear, they're also very dirty. All the contacts, and then I have here for the tail light and the brake light. This one also is full of green stuff, which is the green corrosion from the copper that is used in the wiring. So within time it will react with oxygen, and as we all know, if it's iron inside it will become brown, and we all know it as rust. So this green stuff is the rust, but then from copper, so it's oxidation and it's green. We have to take it all back, all out, clean out the contacts. We will measure all the contacts out before we put any lights in with our multimeter. If it all works, we put all the lights inside. I put in the battery, which needs also a little adaptation because this one has this wire and a plug. This one has just some plugs. So we will make a little bit of wire. We will solder a nice plug on it, and hopefully it will be okay. So within this and I think 1 hour, we should be ready to do the test. I will show you how I clean out the contacts, the procedure, and the treatment that I do just to avoid any further corrosion in the future. We have to take in mind the bicycle is 40 years old, little bit plus, so we will have to redo this every 1-2 years just to be sure. So I will arrange everything so we can start it up, and I will see you all in a minute, like in this one. Knip and I'm back. Okay. So I put out the electric case and the light bulb case. Now the old light bulbs, which are here, I will all test them, because not because they're old that we have to throw them away. So the new ones are now there, and I will make here a spot for the old ones, and when they are good I keep them as a reserve. So some of them will be broken, some of them not, but every time I do job on electrics I always put in new light bulbs. Not because you have to, but then you are sure that they will not break within the first 2-3 days. So all of them were good, so all of them will go here, and we will keep them just in case we need quickly a light bulb, so we have them. Here I have they really should make this bigger. The old tail is also good. This one is the new one. Good. I always test them also before I put them in. 6 volts, that's all okay. And this one, also happy day. So all of them are good. And now quickly this one. So all new bulbs are good. So next step, we make this one. We make the wiring for the battery. So same story as before. See you soon. And we are back. So to put on the right connectors, we will take off this one, strip down insulation, and put on the clamp. So that's the ground, and then we have here positive. Same story, take off the old connector, clean it, put on new connector, so and now to make the system dummy proof, because someday I will sell this bike, and then you have 2 black wires. So to dummy proof it, I take a red tie wrap, put it on the connector. So this way we always know which one is positive, which one is the ground. Also you can see it because it's connected to the ground, the black one. But hey, sometimes you just do stupid things and you forget something. So okay, now up to the cleaning of the blinkers. And back. So the best way to clean this out is to take away the big problems, the rust, with a tool. So for this I will take Dremel. I will make some light. You see, it's in very bad shape. But hey, nothing that cannot be arranged. So lights, a little steel brush. We put on the device, And we go. This is step one. And step two is just to clean it out with a contact cleaner. It will take off excessive dust. It will create a protective layer. Within some minutes I will clean it out with a cloth, and then it should be okay. We can take away all of this rust, but it will come back anyway. The thing is 40 years old. If you don't put on new, then the rust will come back. Once it's started, it will never stop. But because we don't want to put any new or aftermarkets, I want to have it original. It will take some work, and every once in a while you just clean up and it's okay. I will do the front ones too, and then we take the care of the rest of the electrical connections, same way as we do the light bulbs and the blinkers. So, same thing, contact spray. Take off. Take out, spray in, and put it back together. This one's for the tail light. This one's for the oil contact. It will take away any kind of dirt, and then it will be okay. We take out the wiring for the blinkers. You just have to spray one side, and you don't have to spray both sides. At the end it will come together. And mention and watch out for the coloring. Green on green, brown on brown. If you don't make a mistake in that, then it will be okay. Then we have here the roulette. So that's all on the back, the little moped, so you don't have to do a lot of works. Now we will go in the front. And here we have the same hop hop in the headlight. We have the contacts. I will take off the cover so I have better access, and for all, very important, we don't break anything, because that will be not a disaster, but it will create lots of extra work, and we do not want that. Good. So we take out the duck, the key, So this one also we will test the lights on the dashboard, dashboard on the plastic thing with the speedometer. We don't take out the light bulbs because we could break them. We have, you can see, the black wire goes to both, green and gray goes to one of each. So the black wire is the neutral and the other ones give the power to the bulbs, and we can test them when they are inside of the sockets. So we beep, take the black one, this one's good, and that one so we have one broken light, the gray one. Shame. It's not broken, it's just not there. So at the moment I don't have any 6 volts little bulbs, I think. Oh, I don't have them. I put in an LED, which has only one way to go. You cannot measure LED, stupid me. So I know this one works, so I put it in and we will see. The upper one is the oil gauge, so that one we will test. We just put it in, we move the oil gauge, it will do something a little bit. LED goes from 4 a little bit volts up until these ones are 12 volts rated, so they will go up to 20 volts and they will start to burn or give light somewhere around 4.5, so it should be doing something. Worst case, the polarization is not correct, we have put the ground on the plus and vice versa, so we will see. Once again we test. Dashboard light is okay, so this one we cannot test. Okay, then same thing, contacts, and then we will spray out the contacts. So this one I took apart, this one goes to the dashboard, and here we have one connection which gives me brown, green, a brown and a white wire, a blue wire, so that tells me it goes to the blinkers. These ones are good. Okay, hop hop. Contact spray is about 15 euros, very well spent. It does what it should do, and it helps a lot in old bikes, old contacts. Even if they are not that dirty, it's no problem to spray them out, so you're sure. Then inside of the switches you just spray it in. It will take off some dirt. You just feel it, that it goes better. So 99% I'm sure this should work, and if not, then we will try to find the problem. Okay, happy day, done and done. We put it back together and we will try it out. So after cleaning and putting back the plastic cover of the steering. I put in the light bulbs, left, right, front, rear, classic. The battery is inside, so now we will test. And here we go. And the other side. Happy day. Horn. What do you need more to get happy, huh? Okay, so now we will reinstall the tail light and test the brakes and the rest, and then it is done and done. So, little quickie, I just put back the thing. I cannot remount it because I just need to work on the carburetor and the petrol and the oil tank, so I need the space here, so I cannot put everything back because here is some guard underneath and all. So I just put back the electricity, put in the light bulb. So now we put on the contact, and if you brake, rear brake, front brake, excellent. The light only will work when the engine is running, so that we cannot test now, but I can show you on the other Passola, this one which already is done. Put on the contact, everything works. So one little kick and the light goes, you see. So that is something they did this way, I don't know why. So the blinkers, the horn and the brake lights work on the battery. Tail light and the front light only goes when the engine is running. So if it's on one like that, it will be on the other like that, and it will be normal, I guess. Now I will make a little spacer because the battery is a little bit smaller, so we will put it in the middle, 2 spacers and a strap to hold it so it doesn't break. For the rest it's okay, it will stay there. It will charge while driving, and the amount of electricity you need is so minimum. It's only the brake light and sometimes the horn and the blinkers, so we don't have to recharge it very often. It will charge while driving. When the bike is running, I will also test the charging circuit. It should give about 8 volts to the battery, so the 6-volt battery will get charged, and for the rest we will remount the things we can remount, and the assembly of the carburetor, the fuel tank, the oil tank, and all the rest will be for a later stadium. Then we will give it a clean. Next week I will go to the insurance company and get the title for the one which now is running. This one, the title will be arranged once it's a runner, because previously I already made some bicycles, some bikes, some mopeds, some motorbikes, like the Gold Line, which is standing here very quietly. Up until it's not running, I do not arrange titles, because you never know how long it will take, and paying insurance for a year or 2 years without driving the bicycle, it's not a big amount of money, but hey, if you can have a beer instead, it's always happy, eh? So long, and see you next time.